They called me a failure until I gave them the bill. The night my parents humiliated me at dinner was the night I stopped being their doormat. We were at one of their favorite upscale restaurants. They always insisted on going somewhere elegant, which, of course, I always paid for quietly, without recognition. They never asked how. They never cared. My brother golden child extraordinaire was there too, sitting smug with his designer suit. The wine hadn't even been poured when the insults began. "You know," my mother said, swirling her glass, "it's just such a shame. You're smart, but you've never really done anything impressive." My dad chimed in, chuckling. "Not everyone can be like your brother. He's successful, responsible, pays for things." That's when I snapped. I pushed back my chair, stood up calmly, and said loud enough for the entire room to hear, "Then let him pay for this dinner, and the last 15 months of your rent, your car maintenance, and Mom's medical bills. Because I'm done footing the bill for people who think I'm worthless." The silence? Deafening. My dad blinked. "What bills?" I turned to my brother, whose face had gone pale. "You didn't tell them, did you?" I said. "You've been taking all the credit for my money." Turns out, the so-called family prodigy had been lying for over a year. Every time I wired rent money to my parents' landlord, he told them it came from him. When I paid for my mom's dental surgery, he swiped the thank you card and claimed it. Even when I paid their debt. Why? Because I was the quiet one. The black sheep. The daughter with a tech job nobody understood. Meanwhile, he told them I was a struggling dropout who still hadn't figured things out. And they believed him. But here's where the revenge kicked in. I didn't just walk out that night. I'd been preparing. Before dinner, I'd scheduled a batch of emails with receipts, bank transfers, screenshots, statements, full breakdowns of every payment, all sent to their inboxes. I left them mid-meal. Outside the restaurant, I watched through the window as they both pulled out their phones. The horror on my brother's face. Delicious. Within 24 hours, the fallout began. They confronted him. He crumbled. Cried. He was cut off. No more pedestal. No more free rides. And when his actual bank balance was revealed, let's just say, the successful son had more overdraft fees than achievements. Me? I went silent. No explanations. No apologies. But I did send a final message. One line. Never confuse silence for weakness. I was feeding you while you starved me of respect. A year later, I bought the restaurant where it all went down. Renamed it the Black Sheep. Sometimes the quiet ones are building empires while you're busy talking. If you felt that, if you're done being underestimated, and you're ready to hear more true revenge stories where the underdog wins, smash that subscribe button.